Hello and welcome to the annual Remote Campus Edge.
But Michael, if we're not in the studio, then where are we?
Well, Dom, where in El Dorado can you grab your favorite brewed beverage and sandwich, get your hairstyle, buy a house, get it insured, and top everything off with a good wine?
Well, obviously the only place that has that much to offer is District 142.
The one and only located on Main Street.
Awesome, the perfect place to show off some of the amazing packages this week. We've got a piece over bartending, the new Confluence Community Center,
a great dog show and more here on the Campus Edge.
So, did you do anything special for Easter?
I got engaged.
Well, that's not special. Next year you should step it up. Like, bomb Easter bath bombs.
You know what? That does sound like an upgrade. Only problem being, I'm terrible at arts and crafts.
Well, luckily, our one and only Madison Hutchinson has the perfect story for you.
I'm Madison Hutchinson with BCTV 20, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a bath bomb that looks like an Easter egg and then some string to make it into Easter eggs. It's fucking crazy.
So here's what you'll need. You'll need citric acid, food coloring, cornstarch, Epsom salt, baking soda, and optional is glitter packs. So basically you'll just mix all the dry ingredients into a bowl, but right now I'm basically using a pitcher because that's all I have because I am a poor college student. I'm sorry. You just add all of the dry ingredients. That's easy. Epsom salts, baking soda, cornstarch, and the citric acid. Right now I'm just basically guessing because I don't have measuring cups, which is pretty much a good thing, especially when it comes to these bath bombs, because you never know what ingredients to use, like how powdery it's gonna be. You want to mix these all together before you add the water, so then it doesn't fizz. You wait, and then we'll add some more Epsom salts because it's really dusty. Just make sure to stir it really well. You don't want the citric acid to be on top, so then it fizzes so quickly. Then we'll move on to the oils and the water ingredients. So first we'll add all our oils. It already has water in it. It's not the color of my water, I promise. I've been just using this a lot. So I added, my two oils were lavender and tranquility. And then I added blue food coloring, and I believe red, yes, red. I was trying to make purple, but it didn't really work. So then I'm going to mix all of these, not so it's a soupy, but it's gonna be more like a pie crust, like a really dry pie crust feel to it. So you can easily pack it in to the egg. The egg is going to be, you have to pack it in super tight, because if you don't, then it will come apart easily in the egg. It really helps if you're using more than one person, but I was alone, so. So then, after you're done making this big mess, we're going to vacuum because it's messy. We're going to put them in the fridge and let them, do that. And then we'll let them sit, and they'll usually turn out like this. I used glitter, blue for the blue, of course, and then this is what it looks like in the water. Next one is we're going to use yarn to cut some scissors, balloons, and Mod Podge mix with water. We're gonna I used like 2 yards of string. I just guesstimated. I usually just cut it after like 3 rounds of yellow. And then we're gonna put it in this glue mix and stir it around, get it all wet and moist, I'm sorry. And then we're going to put it all around a balloon. Make sure that you have papers laid down or you're at like really easily clean surface, because I made the mistake of doing it on my carpet and I got it everywhere. This is a really messy project, just an FYI. So basically what I came up with, because some of these failed, is you wrap it around the tip of the balloon where the little tie off is. You want to wrap it around that and then get all the way to the top. You want to get it as tight as possible. You don't want loose ends, because when you do pop these to reveal the string, that is when you will regret not putting it tight, because then it will just fall apart. And then always tie off, like tuck the end underneath the string. This is really gross with your hands, so beware. Again, you're just going to go all around the balloon with this string. You wait for them to dry overnight. This is just a really overnight project.
Found some eggs! This one broke. Stupid egg. Hey! This one's stupid looking and deformed just like me! Yay!
From BCTV 20, I'm Madison Hutchinson. Thanks for watching.
Those bath bombs really were the bomb.
Yeah, but something about that story made me thirsty.
Well, too bad you're not quite 21, because Beyond Napa Private Cellars has all of the wine you ever need to wine and dine.
I don't know if I'll ever be classy enough to pull that off, but I think Anita Martinez might have the story that can help me out.
Really? What's it over?
Bartending for dummies.
Well, that sure fits you. Why don't we take a look?
Okay. Well, today we're actually going to be taking a look at 3 different drinks. One is a cranberry and vodka, which she said is one of the most popular. Another is a rum and coke with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, which is actually called a rum and coke float. And then we're also going to be doing a rum and coke just by itself with some lime, so you can, it's called what? Cuba Libre. I don't know what that is, folks, but we're going to take a look at it today.
With a lime. It's a fancy.
We're going to take a look at it today on Campus Edge. I'm Anita Martinez. All right, so what are we going to be doing first?
First we'll do a cranberry and vodka. Ice in your glass. Couple ounces, probably about 2 ounces of vodka. Cranberry juice, about 6 ounces.
So pretty much just until it tastes sweet enough, right?
Right, yeah, just until your flavor preference, and then put a lime on the side. Most people will squeeze the lime inside.
That's awesome. It looks great. Okay.
Our rum and coke, just by itself. Not a lot of people put ice cream. I'll be like a dessert. We'll do 2 ounces of rum. Same amount, like 6 to 8 ounces, we'll say, of coke, just depending on your flavor. There's rum and coke, and
That was way more than 2 ounces.
Yeah, it's alright. We're gonna have ice cream. It'll be fine.
Right. Ice cream makes everything better.
That's right.
That looks great. Let's take a look at our drinks. Today on the Campus Edge, we got to take a look at my friend Danette Robinson, who is a bartender and has been doing so for like 10 to 12 years. She also made a few awesome drinks for herself today, and there was a rum and coke float, there was a vodka and cranberry, and there was a rum and coke by itself with a lime, which is called a Cuba Libre. So these are easy drinks that you can do like by yourself at home if you're legal, and if you are able to just go to the liquor store before it closes and get a few easy things to make. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Nia Martinez, and that's all for the Campus Edge.
Well, they sure look like they know how to party.
I don't need alcohol to party. I get high on life and hip hop.
Hey, didn't Tyler Morgan do a piece about just that?
What? That's news to me.
Well then, I think it's about time you saw this.
I'm Campus Edge reporter Tyler Morgan, and I'm here to interview Don Brown to see what exactly hip hop is all about and why people get into it.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me, mirror, what is wrong? Can it be my daylight clothes, or is it just my daylight songs? What I do.
I listen to pretty much everything, whether it be like easy listening or hip hop or alternative rock, rockabilly. I listen to a lot of blues, but pretty much everything. Growing up, definitely blues, like Stevie Ray Vaughan. Grew up listening to a lot of him, and then from there, my dad is a mechanic, and he grew up in like the hot rodding scene when back in like the 60s and 70s. So he listened to a lot of like Stray Cats and Beach Boys. Everything stems from blues music. So from blues music, I learned about rock and roll. So I got into like old school rock, like Elvis and Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, you know, stuff like that. And then from there, I'd also learn about like newer types of rock or whatever, like 80s punk or grunge, stuff like that. And then from like there, you get into, from blues as well, you can also get into R&B. And from R&B, start learning about like hip hop. So like early stages of hip hop. That was something that I've always really listened to and have always been about. First and foremost, 36 Chambers, Wu-Tang Clan. After that, probably Ready to Die, Biggie. That's probably one of his most prolific and one of my favorite albums of all time. It's like Juicy, Big Papa. 3 Feet High and Rising by De La Soul, just because it added a lot of synth pop, a lot of like synth that you saw in the 80s and early 90s. So that was always an interesting nod for me, at least. Bobby Tarantino, because by Logic. He's one of the newer rappers that I listen to, mostly because he samples a lot of things, which I haven't seen before. Like he sampled Nintendo's Super Mario World for that self-titled track. So I thought that was really interesting that he's using those same like chiptune synths in modern hip hop, and it worked. So that was flabbergasting for me. I can't think of the album right now, but whichever Salt and Pepper album that had What a Man.
Who knows what people are into? If you just give it the old college try, you might get into it yourself. This is Campus Edge reporter Tyler Morgan, signing off.
Isn't Dom's hair just majestic? I wonder if he gets it done at H & Company Salon. I think I'll ask him during this short break.
Time to think about dinner, and I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. takes a lot of passion to make the perfect meal. But today is one day closer to becoming a chef and owning my own restaurant. It's going to be a great day and an even better tomorrow.
At Butler Community College, your tomorrow is closer than you think. Enroll now for classes. Butler Community College. Let's take tomorrow.
Of course I get my hair styled at H & Company. I only settle for the best.
You know what else is just the best? The new Confluence Center in Wichita.
I love that building. I wonder if they got it here in the United County Real Estate and Auction.
I don't think so, but Dusty Vancey's story is worth watching regardless.
I'm Campus Edge reporter Dusty Vancey, and today we're hanging out at the new Confluence Community Center on Commerce Street here in Wichita, Kansas. So let's go inside and check out what they're all about.
Confluence Community Center is mostly an educational center where we hope to provide a lot of workshops and hands-on job opportunities and just different types of educational experiences that we don't normally get here. It's here for the community to use as a resource for whatever they would like to do, whether that's displaying their art or creating art or finding educational opportunities, creating educational opportunities that they've been interested in doing, or selling their merchandise. I mean, it's such an expansive thing. So we're just open to all ideas and information and everything, because this is, it wouldn't be here without the community, and it will only sustain with all of us working together to make it happen. So our first Final Friday in February, which was the month that we moved in February 7th, 8th, and had just a couple weeks to prepare. And so we did a mock-up, kind of trying to envision and show people this is the dream for the place and our space. And if you want to get involved or you have ideas for that kind of thing, this is kind of how we might utilize the area. And I think it went really well as far as giving people an eye into what we're kind of seeing with it, as opposed to trying to explain it a lot. It was just a lot easier for people to walk around and go, oh, okay, I understand. I see this, and I see farmers market stuff and shelves and vendor space, so this must be what that is. So it did, I felt like, help reveal what we hope to grow into. Josh Tripoli and Rebecca Lewis are putting up a mural in the very front, kind of right by the window, and it's going to be very vibrant and full of life and inviting. It's kind of encapsulates a lot of what this space is kind of meant to be, and I think they did a great job with that, and I'm really excited to see that. We'll do an unveiling of the mural on April 30th at our street art and dance celebration. So be sure to come by and see us and see them, and hopefully we'll also have a time-lapse video of the process throughout that too, so that people can see how it got here and all that good stuff. Come hang out with us, come see everything that we're doing, come be a part of it, bring your ideas, share things with us, because that's what we're here for. We are just looking for others who want to do things and are empowered to create in Wichita and work with others, and we just want to be a part of that process and support everyone's endeavors, that that way we can all maintain those things and keep them around, keep them alive. So yeah, see you at Confluence.
So today we've learned a lot about the Confluence Community Center and how anyone from anywhere, of any age, can come on down and be part of the community and be part of the cool stuff that they're doing. So come on down and check them out. For BCTV Channel 20, I'm Dusty Vancey.
I love that place. Perfect way to spend an afternoon.
True. Personally, I've always wanted to lay back and enjoy a dog show.
You mean like Sunflower Cluster?
Is that in Kansas Insurance Agency? Because I already have a Farm Bureau agency for that.
What? No, it's a dog show. Why don't we check it out?
I'm Campus Edge reporter Adam Denton here at Century 2 Convention Center to have a first-hand experience at the Sunflower Cluster Dog Show. The Sunflower Cluster Dog Show is an American Kennel Club certified event that provides fun activities for the dogs and proud moments for their handlers. So, let's take a look.
Mike Williams, and I'm the facility manager for the Sunflower Cluster Dog Shows. This is our first year in a long time, about 30 years. We were at Century 2 before Expo Hall was built. Now we're back to Century 2. We used to be at the pavilions with Century 2 now, and this is a great venue for our dog show. We're excited. This building is climate controlled. There's no dust, there's no smell. The staff here at Century 2 are wonderful. They keep anything that we need here, they provide. And as facility manager, that's important to me, to have people carrying out trash and keeping the floors clean and the dog hair cleaned up. But our exhibitors come from all over the world. They come everywhere, all over the United States and the world. They come in here to our dog show, and some of them have not been to Kansas. So I've asked them, what do you think? And they're excited about the exploration place, the museum across the street, the library. They're excited that there's things to do when they're not showing the dog. But the Century 2 facility and the staff here have been marvelous for you. But the dog show is going very well. We've got a great number of dogs, and everybody's, as far as I know, everybody's happy. It's a confirmation dog show. It's also, we have rally and we have obedience going on here at the same time in the other hall, what they call here the convention hall. The confirmation dog shows in the expo hall. So does that kind of at the dog show, confirmation is where within each breed there's a standard. And I'll give you an example. Like a Dalmatian, there's a certain standard for Dalmatians. Where the head connects to the shoulders and have the front, the top line, the tail, the back of the dog. There's a standard for that, and there's a standard for color, and there's a standard for the mouth and the teeth, and you're competing. What you're doing in confirmation is you're competing with other dogs in your breeding to see how close your dog comes to the standard that breed has set up. And when you go in that breed, you'll go in there with maybe 10 or 12, 15 other dogs, and the judge has to pick out. They move the dogs, and they run the dog. They look at the dog's side movement, front movement, rear movement, and they just look at the overall confirmation of the dog. How is this dog that I'm looking at compete? How does he compare with the standard of that breed? And the one that is closest to that standard is going to win. And there's a first place, second place, third place, and fourth place. So one dog is going to win what we call best of breed. Then all of the different breeds, there's 7 groups of dogs. There's a working group, non-sporting group, sporting group, there's different groups. All of the winners within each group come together, and that's what we call the best in show. All the different breeds will compete for the best in show dog. And what the judge is doing is looking at each breed to see if that dog that he's looking at it represents that breed. And he'll pick out the one that both best represents that breed, and he'll pick that dog for best in show. Now, on the obedience side of the house, rally is just called rally. It's where a dog sits, stays down, has to stay with the handler. And there's a series of there's about 30 different tones that they have to go through. And the one that does the best wins. And then they have obedience. And there's different levels of obedience. There's companion dog, there's companion dog excellent. They're doing all the different obedience things out here, and the one that does the best gets the most. It's on a point basis, and the one that gets the most points gets what is known as high in trial, and that dog will get high in trial. They can win the obedience again. So what we got going on here is obedience, which is obedience and rally, and then we have the confirmation dog show.
This show really is fun to watch, but more importantly, it is fun for the dogs and their handlers. For BCTV Channel 20, I'm Adam Denton.
Man, watching all those dogs run around sure worked up my appetite.
I was thinking the same exact thing. Luckily, we've come to the right place, here at the Dilly Deli.
Yeah, this place sure is awesome for when you're downtown and need something good to eat. But do you have any suggestions on something to make at home?
Well, I could give you some ideas, but your very own Ryan Harbour went ahead and did it for me.
Do you do any actual work around here?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Go ahead and roll the package.
Hello everyone, I'm Campus Edge reporter Ryan Harbor, but today I'm not going to be reporting anything. In fact, I'm going to be teaching you how to make two of my most favorite recipes. And the best thing is, they both involve rice. Alright, so my first one is chicken and rice, and obviously you're going to need some chicken breast. If you don't get it in a can, you're a savage. Why would you not do that? And then next you're going to need cream of chicken soup. It tastes gross on its own. Don't try it. You don't want to. The most important thing, though, you're going to want is white rice. You're going to want to make sure to get minute rice, not hour rice. Hour rice will take way too long to cook. Alright, so the utensils you're going to want, first you're going to want a pan, obviously. If you just pour rice onto the stove and heat it, you're probably going to burn down your kitchen. Next, you're going to want a measuring cup, at least 2 cups, preferably 2 cups. You can use a 1 cup measuring cup, but that's just annoying and takes too long. Then you're going to want a wooden spoon, because it's just easier to mix stuff with because of math, science. I'm not smart, I don't know, just use a wooden spoon. Last but not least, you're going to want a can opener. But wait, don't start yet. First you got to wash your hands. Now, some of you may be saying it adds flavor if you don't. You're wrong, that's disgusting. Wash your hands, use soap, alright? Alright, so now to open the chicken breast. Some would say that it is the breast part of the meal. Haha, I got all of the jokes. Take out your can opener. If you don't have one, or if it's broken or something, or maybe it's turned into like an avocado, then you have one other option. This is something I learned a long time ago. I like to call it karate chop can method. I know, very innovative. First off, though, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to channel your energy. And then just chop. And voila! Open. Very easy. Actually, not that very easy, because this takes years to learn, years to channel energy in order to do this. So it takes some practice. So just go with the can opener. The most important part is, before you dump your chicken, you have to take a little piece, about, tear this piece apart, about that big. And you're going to want to go feed it to your kitty. Good kitty. Good kitty. Yes, who's a good girl? You are. And now you're ready. Alright, so after your kitten is sufficiently pleased with the meal that you give it, you're going to want to dump the chicken. Don't leave the stove on just with the pan sitting there, because it'll steam up like that and it'll hurt. Don't be dumb like me. You're going to want to break up the chicken a little bit beforehand, because you don't want giant chunks of chicken in your food. I mean, you could just not do that, that's fine. So while that is sitting and heating up, you're going to want to open the can of cream of chicken soup. I've already done it, but I don't really think I need to show you how to. If you can't open one of these tabs, then how did you even pass the first grade? Alright, so you're going to want to dump it in there. It doesn't like to come out, so get your spoon, just kind of wobble it around in there, get most of it out. If you want to be conservative and not waste a single drop, then you can get every single bit out of there. There's still a bit more in there, so might as well just scoop as much out as you can. Just tap it in there. Then save the can, because you're going to want to put water in it, 1.5 cups, and put it in there. Get the rice, and then dump the rice. Yeah, I know. Surprise about that step. Mix it around. Mix. Alright, so common misconception is that this team infuses the rice with flavor and then softens it and all that. That's actually wrong. Rice is terrified of heat. You can hear it screaming there. Hear that? So when you put the lid on the rice, it actually keeps it from jumping out and running away, and then your dinner's gone, obviously. So just put the pan on the rice and everything, and then let it sit with the heat off for 5 minutes. And then you should be good. And this is the finished product. It's easy to make, cheap to make for college students, and you can buy everything in large quantities like the rice. Alright everyone, that's about all I have for you today. Hope you enjoy this meal as much as I know I have all my life. This has been Ryan Harbor for Campus Edge, and all of you have a wonderful day.
Oh man, That looked delicious.
Right? Let's wrap up the show so I can go home and make it.
I was thinking the same thing. If you want to see that awesome recipe again, check out the reruns of the show weekdays at 11 a.m. or last week's show at 6:30 p.m. on BCTV Channel 20.
Or you can check them all out on our YouTube channel at Butler Student Media. This has been
The Campus Edge.